Hair can change my whole mood and day and whatnot. And my guest today, I have admired his work on many celebrities. One importantly, Michelle Obama. Welcome to the show, author, stylist, Johnny Wright.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm amazing. I mean, we're here at Essence Fest. Can't get better than this.
Yes, and you know, I know you probably get this a lot. You were with Michelle Obama for her whole time.
Both terms, yeah, for all 8 years.
And you know, I know you get this all the time. Like, what was your vision on this and this? Because Michelle's hair was always laid all the time.
You know,
when you started with her, was that did you sit down with her and have a consultation, or?
I mean, yeah, there was somewhat of a consultation in the sense of just really trying to get to know her hair, how she wanted to be styled, what she was using on her hair, and things like that. When we first started, she was using a relaxer. I knew that wasn't gonna be able to last long, so I had to kind of like talk her out of that. We finally got to that point. Yeah. But for me, you know, it was just about maintaining her hair and keeping it healthy. Yeah. There was one thing I kept telling myself: there's no way I'm gonna be in this position and the first lady's gonna lose her edges. Okay? I was keeping those edges there. That was important for me. The hairline had to stay intact. I did that. I conceded it, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You have worked with more people more than Michelle Obama.
Of course.
You have Tamron, the list goes on and on. I want to bring in. We're talking today about this wonderful book.
Yes.
Because many of us are really trying to stay in natural and curly hair. It's hard though.
It's hard. It's hard. Well, it's challenging. I don't want to say it's hard. It's challenging. We're up for the challenge though. We're up for the challenge.
Let's talk about edges. Any tip? We're gonna get the book and support you, but what's one tip you would tell someone about keeping your edges?
Go easy on them. You know, the thing about it is, your hairline is the first thing you reach for when you start styling your hair. So it gets touched the most, it gets the most manipulation. Go easy on it. I love a good snatchback ponytail, but keeping it in for too long is gonna cause trauma on your follicles in the front. Yeah. If you have sew-ins and things like that, make sure your braids are not too tight because that's gonna ruin and take out your edges. And if you are wearing a sew-in, don't keep it in for more than 4 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks is kind of pushing it on my behalf. Because a lot of times they keep it in for 3 months, and what happens is it's gonna get heavy on your hair, it's gonna cause tension on your hair, and it can cause traction alopecia where you have permanent hair loss.
Yeah. Let's talk about, when did you start your journey in hair?
Yeah, so I started, my grandmother was a hairstylist, Minnie Brown. She started doing hair when she was 13 years old. She did hair until she was 91 years old, and she passed when she was 93. So I'm carrying on Minnie Brown's legacy. I started doing hair when I was 11. I started, and I've been doing hair now for almost 30 plus years.
What was your first hairstyle? What was your special?
Updos at the beginning. My first hairstyle, of course, was my first client, my mom. And I did a French roll on her, and I stuffed it with toilet tissue, believe it or not. But you couldn't see it, so it was neatly done. It was nice. She kept it in for about a week. And yeah, so updos is my thing, but now just healthy hair is my thing. You know, I don't like to call myself like a specialist in this or that. I do love to cut. I'm big on cutting, and that's one of my favorite things to do, but healthy hair is my thing, and that's why I wrote the book, Natural and Curly Hair for Dummies.
I want to talk about the book, but started at 11.
Yeah.
That was the love of hair. How did you kind of evolve? Because you from the DC area?
I'm from Chicago.
No, you're from
born and raised.
Midwest. Okay.
Yeah, born and raised in Chicago.
And Chicago has such a style, like just so many people. Where did you kind of go, okay, I'm honing in. I love doing hair, and I'm about to make, I am hair.
You know, I think pretty early on, you know, my parents was so supportive of me because, of course, my grandmother was a hairstylist, so my mom grew up in that world. And so they knew it could be very lucrative for me and I could be successful at it. My father built a salon for me in the basement of our South Side of Chicago home when I was 14 years old, and I was doing hair. So very early on, I knew there was nothing else I wanted to do. I never ever thought about doing any other career but being a hairstylist. And I just love the industry. I love what it offers, and I love being able to travel around the world. The clients I have, it's been great.
I love your title, HOTUS,
Hairstylist of the United States. Yes.
I love that. It was kind of a no-brainer to write this book then.
Yeah, I mean, when it came to me through my agent, she was like, "Hey, Wiley & Sons reached out. They would love you to author a book about natural hair." Initially, it was called Natural Hair for Dummies, and I was like, "Let's call it Natural and Curly Hair for Dummies," because there's a lot of people with curly hair that don't consider they have natural, like the Latino dad community and things like that. So I wanted to write a book that really celebrated our tresses. You know, when I was doing the research for my book, I saw articles and things like that, and it always started off negative. Like, I know it's frustrating, I know it's hard, I know, it's, this horrible experience, and I'm like, why would you start off an article like that? Because your perception is everything. If you go into something like that, that can be your outcome. So in my book, I praise our natural hair.
Right.
I talk about how to keep it healthy. I offer great tips on ingredients and products that's going to help you along your healthy hair journey.
Let's talk about consideration for kids, because that's where it starts.
Yeah.
What made you, not what made you, but how was this chapter like, I gotta put it in for kids?
Well, because there was, what the book became more to me, it really became a conversation about healing, right? And the healing really comes from all of the beauty standards that we've had to kind of like endure at our age, right? From all of the years that America has put on us, or the world has put on us, right? And it's been traumatic for a lot of us. So when I thought about that chapter about the children, that's where it really starts. And we have an opportunity now to raise these children in a way that they see themselves as beautiful, no matter their skin complexion, no matter their hair texture, no matter what, they can see themselves as beautiful because of how we talk to them and how we teach them about their hair. So that's why I did that chapter.
I love that you start the part one off of embracing your natural curly hair, because I didn't realize I had the texture until during COVID, and I was like, well, I'm in the house, why am I doing this? And I have relaxed, I've done a lot of stuff to my hair, and it was amazing. And I love how you started the first way, like you said, embrace it. Embrace it.
Well, because that's where it really starts. Understanding, and then, you're like a lot of women. I've had tons of women say like, I decided to do the big chop, or I decided to go natural. And I didn't even know my hair could do this because they was relaxing it for so long. They were stripping it out of its texture and not showing what it really was. And that's what's really important, to understand that your hair has so much versatility. You can wear it straight, you can wear it curly, you can do braids, you can do all these things with it. And there's nothing wrong with relaxers. Now, if people want to get relaxers, that is totally up to you. I even talk about how to properly do relaxers, a better way to do relaxers in the book. But at the end of the day, it's really about your natural self. And that's what my whole tour is about.
And I want to talk about the tour. So we are honored to say that you will be going city to city.
11 cities.
It's 11 cities. Naturally You.
Naturally You tour.
What can we expect when we come and sit in those
seats? It's going to be a lot of love. It's going to be a lot of celebration. But most of all, it's going to be about healing. I really want us to get over the beauty standards that we've been taught for so long, and all those traumas that we focus, and how it trickles down into the rest of our life when it comes down to racism and sexism and homophobia and weightism and all these things, and really just appreciating who you are, who you see yourself as in the mirror, and knowing that that's more than enough, it's been enough, and it will continue to be enough. And that's what this whole tour is about.
I love it. How can people kind of tap in with you to find out the cities and join? Because we can fly in.
Yes, of course. It's 11 cities. We just launched it here at Essence Fest at the Mayavana Hair Lab. And you go to naturallyyoutour.com, and all the cities are going to be listed there. You can RSVP for a city that you're in or a city that you can fly to, and it's going to be amazing. Amazing.
Can you give me a tip keeping our hair? It says you have discovered strategies to grow.
Yeah.
What are some natural ways, or is it any tips that you can do?
2 easy tips.
Okay.
And what people don't understand is there's not much you can do on top of your hair that's going to make it grow. You can keep the hair on your head, right? But growth really starts underneath the scalp at your follicle. And the main thing that stimulates growth is blood circulation, okay? So give yourself a massage throughout the day. Let your boo give you a little scalp massage at night. You will be amazed, if you do that daily, how much your hair will grow and how quickly it will grow. Right. And the other thing to keep that length on your head is steam treatments. I cannot stress how I talk about throughout the book a lot. Steam treatments are great for the hair. Right. It gives you that moisture that you need, it gives you the hydration that you need, it helps your hair fight against humidity. It's literally the best.
Nice. We have the book tour, we have the book. What else? Because I know you stay busy. What else can we look forward to from Johnny Wright?
Well, I just shot a new pilot. I got a book that's focusing on mental wellness. I mean, not a book, a show that's focusing on mental wellness. I'm hosting it with one of my great friends. Her name is Myla Thompson. She's an amazing celebrity makeup artist. We're kind of bringing people into our private conversations that we have with our celebrities about mental wellness, and that's coming out. The book tour is really going to be the main thing that I focus on till the end of the year, so I'm really excited about that. But you know, who knows? I'm a very creative person. I think of things and I make it happen. I'm a powerful manifester, so the sky is the limit for me.
How can people continue to tap in with you?
Yeah, naturallyyoutour.com.
Okay.
You can find all the information there about the tour and all the information about me there as well, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank
This is
you.
an honor.
Thank you.
Continued success.
Awesome.
My guest today is the one and only Johnny Wright. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Yes.